You're listening to the GeekCast Radio Network of podcasts.
He wanted to
Supernatural. Satan has Brave Star. Maybe it was a Manglore.
It's Castle Grayskull.
Tune in next week for a much better episode. For now, though, courage.
Hello and welcome to the 57th episode of ToyCast, sponsored by BigBadToyStore.com, where you can save from 20 to 90% on over 1,000 items. I am your host, Steve, Joe, and Mike, and joining me is Pecan Court Michael. Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Don't ask that question. You don't want to know.
I don't want to know.
You've already heard the rap.
I know.
My current predicament off air. We're not going to bring that into this show.
Thank you.
I'm going to save that for a headshot between me and Steve whenever we record another headshot. It's been a while since we did one of those episodes, actually, so I have a lot to say.
It's headshot worthy.
It's crotch shot worthy, really.
The crotch shot's terrible. It's like, nobody deserves a kick to the nards, but no, I think in this case, somebody might be deserving of nard kicking.
A kick to the nard walls?
Nard wall, exactly. Actually, somebody else deserving of at least possibly headshotting, if not nard walling, is Fun Publications.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's been my thing lately, where every day, is BotCon registration open yet?
Oh,
no, not today. And the next day, is BotCon registration open yet? No, not today. And for years, we've been complaining that you have to sign up through fax.
Yep.
And they would send out they would make the sign-up sheets available online. You would download them, and then you would fill them out by hand, and then fax them in. And they'd say, okay, we're accepting them now. And everybody would fax willy-nilly. And inevitably, your fax machine would sit there and dial. And, if you don't have access to a fax machine of your own, then you're at Kinko's, right?
Yeah.
And the poor Kinko's guy has to sit there and watch it redial, and everybody's pissed off. And, it's kind of like, if you have a contest at a radio station and everybody tries to call in at once. Mm-hmm. You're not gonna get in.
Yep.
Nobody ever gets in. Well, one person does, but they win. Hooray! And then nobody else can get in. And that's basically what it's like.
Yeah.
In this case, this year they've said, all right, we're not gonna do the fax registration, and everybody rejoices. But please be patient while we work out the bugs for our online registration. Great. We can hang out. We'll wait. We're patient. BotCon's in like a month, and nobody's registered yet. Yeah. It's really bad because, what's going to happen is everyone's going to try to register at the last second, and suddenly there won't be any more, box sets for anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm hoping. We're crossing the fingers. Honestly, we've already got the trip booked. We've got the hotel booked. We've got people coming with us.
Yeah.
So, if we finally get through on the online registration, or God forbid it ends up with like a Manny Collector situation.
No.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like, you think it's bad trying to get, this month's limited edition He-Man figure when it's, a Transformers box set that you're only going to get this year, once a year, that type of thing. It's going to be a clusterfuck, is what it's going to be. Mm-hmm. And, I don't know. Take a drink. It's not a good situation for anybody. And, they can't seem to get their hands around this online registration thing.
Yeah. Oh, so that's what it was. Hitting the red button makes the ray go all willy-nilly.
You lost me, but yeah, something like...
come on, dude, it's a Phineas and Ferb reference, damn it!
I haven't seen all of them.
It was one
I
of the
haven't
ones
memorized all of them.
for some strange, and you and I always get on Phineas and Ferb kicks on this show, so people should be used to it by now, even though you haven't been on this show since episode 53, but...
Has it been that long?
Yep.
Well, that's what, like 2 weeks ago, though? You run through these pretty quickly.
Yeah, but this won't actually air till probably sometime in June. 54 just came out. 55 is this week. 56, well, the middle of May. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say happy birthday to me. Yeah. Yeah,
there was one episode where Doofenshmirtz had this innate hooray that had a button that had a green button that made it fire correctly, had a red button that made it all fire willy-nilly, and just shots go everywhere. Yes. Curse you, Perry the Platypus.
Curse you, Perry the Platypus.
Here you go.
You know, if you're gonna go with Phineas and Ferb, just make it very vague, like yes, I am.
Yeah.
Curse you, Perry the Platypus. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, where's Perry? There you are.
Dan Povenmire, one of the creators, commented on our post about the episode that we recorded.
That was very cool.
Yes, it was.
I bet Steve was very upset that he missed out on that one.
Well, I don't think Steve's actually watched the show, so...
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't
think... They don't have kids yet, so...
Yeah.
Give it a couple of years.
Let's see, what else? Oh, yeah, you found us a new affiliate.
Our new UK affiliate.
Yes.
Blogomatic3000.com.
Yes.
How cool is that? Now, I had been a fan of Phil Wheat before he created the Blogomatic3000.com Twitter feed. So I follow both of them. But, yeah, Phil's a really good guy. I think it would be interesting to get him in on a podcast one of these days. Number one, because it's Skype and it's free to call England, assuming he's on a computer.
Yeah.
And two, I'm assuming he's got a cool British accent. So that would really, be a good thing for the show. We'll get in, we will, how should I put it? What's a nice way to put this? We would get a whole new demographic of girls who like guys with British accents.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'd be a whole new listener base. It's kind of like, yeah. Just gotta find them. It's like, okay, who likes toys and guys with British accents? And then you get a whole slew of hot chicks going, me! Oh, yeah! Step right up, ladies.
Yeah.
Yeah, so no, we ought to work on getting Phil on. I think that would be a good
Yeah, the only issue with that is it's just a huge time difference. Like, I'm thinking, because what I'm going to do for sending him our updates so he can post about them, because I told him after you passed on the information, all the emails you made to us and to him and whatever, I contacted Phil and I said, hey, look, here's what we'll do. We'll, say something about Blogomatic on each episode of most of the shows, majority of all the shows, if not all of them, and I'll also retweet from my Twitter, the Geekcast Radio Twitter, and whatever other Twitter that we have for GCRN, whatever news stories that you tweet from Blogomatic 3000. And I'll give you a weekly update of the shows that are releasing or going to be released. Well, I've since changed that to a week behind. That way, when he posts about them, people can listen to the episodes that have already gotten released.
Oh, okay.
Makes sense that way, so people actually have a link to click on instead of saying, hey, check this out, this is coming up from these guys. Well, here it already is released. So yeah, it'll work out really well.
Well, good.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's kind of nice. Anything
pulling
interesting?
The weight around here.
Yeah. Hey, I just thought it was a good idea.
I didn't say it wasn't a good idea.
Yeah, there's not much I can do in the way of, recruiting new voice actors or anything, but
yeah.
When it comes to online marketing and networking, I think I got a handle on that, though.
Yeah, I actually have another. Well, we're actually focusing more on his music career, but I have another voice actor interview this Friday for about 20 minutes.
Wow.
Yes. So yeah, what else do we want to bring up before we get to the toys?
Yeah, I don't know. I got my Recon Ravage in the mail. I was tempted to do him today, review him today, but I like somebody else right now. So. Yeah, but he's shiny and pretty. I dig it. It'll be nice when we get the what is that? Sea Voyage.
Sea Attack Ravage.
Sea Attack Ravage. Yeah.
I don't like the colors on him.
Love Boat Ravage. Well, he's blue.
He's not blue. He's fucking clear.
Is he clear? Well, I'll take blue.
Well, he's not like clear in the sense of clear Ghost Starscream. He's more of a off-white. I don't know. I mean, he does have some blue, but it's not... When I think of blue, I'm not thinking of, like, aqua. I'm thinking of, like...
Oh, no. Like ocean blue.
Bright blue.
Oh, no. Not like sky blue.
Yeah, that's... When I think of blue,
kind of.
Yeah.
Oh, it'll look good. I think it'll look good when they're all lined up, too. I mean, that's why I love repaints. I just like to see them next to each other.
If they made a purple Ravage, I'd be all over that. But other than that, Ravage needs to be black. Always black. It's always better in black.
Well, the first one they released was black.
Yeah, and he had a purple eye, thank God.
Well, one purple. Kills me. Ravage should have 2 eyes.
No, alright, well, you gotta understand, though, we've said this before, it's movie design. What are you gonna do?
I know. As much as I hate it, when you go hating on figures, for little tiny defects, but seriously,
or hating on cartoons that we don't know anything about.
Entire series that we know nothing about yet. Exactly. It's like, why you gotta hate? Why you gotta hate?
I do. I'm that kind of fanboy. Damn it.
Bay has no say.
I don't care. They are used to bending over for people. I don't care.
Don't be hating until you're done waiting.
I don't care. Shut up.
I was kind of aggravated, and here's me complaining again. The quality of the voicemail came out so bad. I could barely. I mean, I know what I sound like, and I know what I said because I wrote it down first, but I could barely make it out.
I don't know. It's one of those things again where my computer has issues. I know it has issues, whether it's an overheating issue, whether it's a fan issue, whether it's a power supply issue. I know I have memory issues. I only have 1 gig of memory, and because I am a power user and I do all this crap on here, 1 gig is just not enough.
1 gig's not enough for anybody.
At least I wasn't in my mom's position. She had 448 MB of memory on the computer.
Honestly, who needs more than 68K? Come on. That's a very old quote. Anyway, the very, very old quote.
But it's one of those things where first of all, I don't make money doing this.
What I'm wondering though is if what did it sound like through the voicemail? Did it sound that bad, or was that afterwards?
No, it sounded fine to me. And what I do for the voicemails to capture them out of Skype, I open Audacity, I hit record, and I hit play on the voicemail, and it records through my speakers of whatever audio is coming out of my speakers. Right. So, say for example, the Pamela call recorder screws up part of your voice. If I wanted to get a second version of just you talking and not myself and you talking, I would pull up Audacity and I would hit record, and it would just record your voice because you're the voice that's coming out of my speakers. Right. So it didn't sound bad when I played it. It didn't sound bad when I recorded it. I don't know if there's something that got lost in the upload translation. I have no idea. I honestly don't. We just released Secret Origins Episode 8, and that is super fucking loud. I have no idea what's going on. Like I said,
a lot.
I know, but it's I don't know.
I was listening to the
ATTF 56 or 76.
No, the Mo LaMarche. Which was awesome, by the way. With the exception that every time I heard you, it was like,
I know,
it's really loud, and then I would immediately.
I don't know what to fucking do about it. That's the thing. I don't know what to do. Everything that I've checked for a volume control through Skype, through my computer, through the microphone, whatever. It all says it's at the lowest possible setting. So it must be the call recorder that's doing the enhancement. I have no idea. I mean, like right now, I'm sitting maybe like not even 5 feet, but like maybe a foot and a half. I'm sitting back in my chair, leaning up. I've got my hand on my desk, and the microphone is like right here. And I know you can.
Yeah.
Sorry, but it's.
Well, no, I'm actually thinking it
right up on the mic like this.
No, I think it has something to do with making phone calls. So like if you have someone on the line who's on a phone, then it might be good to turn down the volume or something. I don't know.
That's the thing, though. I don't know. My volume on my end is down as low as it can go without going mute. That's the thing. So, and in the Skype thing here, as far as the call volume, this is a just call volume. I can turn you up a little bit, but it's up all the way it can go.
Well,
so I have no idea. I don't fucking know.
Take a drink.
I've done as much as I can do as far as getting the most professional Skype equipment or microphones. I'm not spending any more money on microphones. I'm done. I paid $86.28. This is supposed to be one of the best. Shit.
Ring ring. Pause. There's cat hair on my Scattershot.
It's one of those things where, okay, I get it. When I first started podcasting 2 years ago, or almost 2 years ago, I didn't have the best equipment. And I've gone out and I've gotten the best microphone I've gotten. The thing said, studio quality, you can use it on anything, whatever. I'm done putting more into podcasting than I can because obviously, a few months from now, I'm not going to be able to put anything into podcasting.
Yeah.
As far as better equipment.
I don't know. I'm not sure if it's an equipment issue. I mean, honestly, I think.
I honestly think it's a computer issue. I think it's my computer. It needs to be either blown up or it needs to be repaired or something needs to happen. Whether I throw it out the fucking second floor window, I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Let's not get hasty here. I'm just saying. Yeah. Anyhow.
Yes, let's get into the toys.
Okay.
What are you going to be talking about?
Well, I recently picked up Revenge of the Fallen Scattershot.
Mm-hmm.
And he was hard to find. I don't know if they short-packed this guy or what, but, you go in to the store and you look on the shelves and they have a buttload of the sonar, Scout class sonar, and maybe nobody wants to buy that one. Some places have just a buttload of what was that microscope's name?
Perceptor.
Yeah.
Scalpel.
Scalpel, that's it, yeah. For G1 Perceptor. There's a whole buttload of G1 Perceptor on the shelf. I have no idea where they got those. Well, maybe at Toys R Us, because they just re-released that, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, anyway, what it comes down to is they didn't have this guy, and I looked forever for him, and finally I found one, and I picked it up. And, man, is he a pain in the ass to transform. He's a bit of a shell former, to be honest. It's like he kind of pops apart, and all the pieces kind of, well, I want to say all the panels, like his entire door and a goodly chunk of the side of the top, swivel around and become his arms. And yeah, this is just a mess. I mean, on the plus side, he's got plenty of articulation. I mean, they totally done him up. He's not like, well, I don't want to say other shell formers because they tend to have nice articulation too. But as far as Scout class figures go, he's pretty well articulated. I mean, he's got bendy knees. What am I looking for? The term ball joints. at his knees, ball joints at his hips. He's got ball joints on his shoulders, hinge joints for both elbows. Yeah, and he's got a nice little hinge joint at the wrist too, so his arms can kind of swivel out a little bit, so he can hold his guns.
Yeah,
that's kind of neat. But I was really, particularly looking for this guy because I liked Cybertron Scattershot so much, and I thought this was going to be, like an update to Cybertron Scattershot.
Mm-hmm.
And to a certain extent, yeah, he kind of is. He's got both figures, have the twin turrets on the front, or I should say the top. The original Scattershot was kind of like a little troop carrier tank, and he had these twin turrets up on top that would swivel 360 degrees, and he's got the Cyber Planet key that when you plug in the back, it then opens up a rocket pod. It doesn't actually fire anything; it just opens. But he was a neat figure, and again, for a scout class, a lot of good articulation there. He was blue and yellow, and he had pop-out guns on his shoulders. He had an extra gun that mounted on his on top of the vehicle mode that you can then take off and put in his hand. So, armed to the teeth for a little guy, and he had a lot of character to him. On the cartoon, they kind of portrayed him as, I don't want to say Southern, but I think it was. Yeah, he had like a Southern accent. I don't remember if it was Texas or Mississippi, but
was the Cybertron cartoon?
Yeah.
Okay, because the only one I remember is G1, and he was more robotic in that.
Well, G1 Scattershot, he was the leader of the Technobots, and not a big fan, to be honest. I have the Technobots, the Computron set. They're up in the closet, or I should say, they're up in the. Actually, I just moved them. They're in a different shelf now, but they're on a shelf in the cabinet. But still, not a big fan. I like G1 Scattershot in the sense that he's the main body of a combiner, and I really like Gestalts. So, yeah, I like the Scatter City ones. I like that. And as far as that goes, he's cool. But other than that, not a really great figure, I didn't think. Whereas with your Cybertron Scattershot, he's got a lot of character to him, and he's portrayed with more personality in the cartoon. In robot mode, he's kind of got these big old goggles, which you find out that aren't really his eyes. When he first came out, it's like, oh my god, are those his eyes? What the hell? He's got these big old bug eyes. But no, they're like goggles, so they're not really his eyes. I dig that. I mean, like I said, he's a neat figure. But when they came out with the Revenge of the Fallen Scattershot, I really wanted to pick one up because I thought he was going to be, more of an homage, let's say, to the older one. Mm-hmm. But no, not so much that. No, granted, they're both the same color. They've both got, they're basically both blue trucks. And this one's got a lot of armor on him. I mean, he's got like armor plating on his on the sides of the vehicle, and he's got this weird snowplow looking thing on the front. Which makes me wonder how much of an homage to Cybertron Scattershot he is versus an homage to animated Sentinel Prime. Because he's a big blue truck with, the snow plow on the front. Kind of, I don't know. It's there. I don't want to say that it's an homage, but the similarity is there. Other than that, that's about where the similarities end. Mm-hmm. The main problem I have with this guy is that he's first of all, that he's nowhere near as much like Cybertron Scattershot as I would like, because I like that figure better. But also, he has that horrible movie aesthetic that I just don't like. His face is...
Then don't buy movie toys, duh!
I try not to, but you know what? I can't help myself with these Scout Class. I really like Scout Class toys. I really like them. Number one, because they're cute. They're easy to transform. But what the thing with the Scout Class is that they repaint the hell out of them. I forget the name of the motorcycle guy for the movie line. Like
RC?
No, the little one. He's a little Scout.
Oh, geez.
And I've got like 4 repaints of him already. I don't even know his name. I'm just buying the fuckers as fast as they can make them. This one's called Trenchmouth, and he's a 2-pack with Slapdash. So there's one of the repaints, and I happen to know I've got at least 2 more in the closet, and at least 1 more in my giant pile. So
you need to start shrinking that giant pile.
No, I will. I think I posted it somewhere. I recently added a new shelf.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so I have a new shelf on my cabinet. I've got 1, 2, 3 shelves vacated now, so I can start moving stuff in. I think I'm going to pull a bunch of Energon toys out of the closet and put them on one shelf. I'm going to pull a bunch of movie toys out of the closet and put them on another shelf. And then I don't know what I'm going to do with the last one. I'm not entirely sure. I might wait and just fill that up with whatever comes out next, if I decide to buy it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. So, yeah, so that's where we're at now. I mean, again, the movie aesthetic for this guy is, sometimes their faces are kind of hit or miss. This guy's got an interesting face, but I don't know. I don't know about him. I like the amount of detail in the mold. I mean, it's directly in the plastic. I like the fact that he's so articulated. I wouldn't throw him out of bed for eating crackers, but other than that, like I said, give or take, the fact that he was so damn hard to find, this was like a conquest for me. I'm like, ha ha, you will be mine. And
you shitty movie toy, you.
Exactly, you piece of shit movie toy. I'll put my foot right in your ass for being so hard to find. But yeah, so there's that, and I don't know. I'm looking around the room trying to find the other repaints of that motorcycle toy. Trying to remember what the first one was called. Where are those? I gotta do something about this huge ass pile. That's what I gotta do. But yeah.
Oh, you know what else you have to do? I was gonna bring this up off air, but it reminded me. You have to give us pictures or give us a YouTube video of that Scholastic book that was at the end of episode 53 that you got. Because I still haven't emailed Mr. Sorensen about that yet.
I've been meaning to do that. That has been on my to-do list. I just need to find time. I want to do. I don't just want to aim a camera at it and go, "Look what I got." I want to do something.
We'll stop playing Mafia Wars and.
Bite your tongue, sir.
Dude, we'll talk about that later. But anyway, continue with your shitty movie toy.
I just got to level 605 on Mafia Wars. I have no life, and Facebook rules what little I have, so... Anyhow, yeah, so, Scattershot. Suffice to say, nice little toy. He'd be a lot of fun to play with if he wasn't so ugly. I kind of still prefer the Cybertron one because, number one, he's got a gimmick. He's got his little pop-up missile battery, and he's got more guns. He's got a pop-up missile? Oh boy. No.
Talk about a bad erection joke.
No, this guy's got 2 pop-up missiles.
Oh god.
And then 1 missile battery. This is like...
double dildo.
Jeez, God. Why do you gotta go there? Why do you gotta be like that?
'Cause...
No.
I gotta find something to laugh about with this other fucking situation.
Yeah.
So shut up.
I suppose, but jeez. It's like, alright, now we're gonna get Energon, or, Revenge of the Fallen Scattershot to butt hump on Cybertron Scattershot. Bend over, Scattershot! This is like fucking myself. Yeah.
Mojo, stop dominating Frankie.
Exactly. So wrong. And like I said before, there will be no dog humping in Transformers Prime. I guarantee it. That was Bay has no say. It was a complete Bayism, and will not be repeated.
That fucking bastard.
Wow, that joke went over your head.
No, I got it. I'm sorry. I was in the middle of.
You're playing with your Cybertron Scattershot.
Take it, Scattershot. Take it. Is this masturbating if I'm humping on myself?
Okay, no. Anything else to legitimately say about the Revenge of the Fallen version?
No, not especially.